Hello, welcome to the lecture on Basic Civil Engineering, Module 1, Introduction to Civil Engineering and Civil Engineering Materials. In lecture 2, we have already discussed cement, aggregate, bricks, steel and concrete. Now, in lecture 3 of Civil Engineering Material, we will be discussing stone, soil, mortar, timber. First of all, what is stone? A harder solid substance that is formed in the ground are called stone. Stone, a smaller piece of rock, is also termed as stone. Rock is a naturally occurring solid material or aggregate of minerals or mineraloid matters. It is characterized by minerals including its chemical composition and the way in which it is formed. Rocks are usually grouped into three major groups: igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, and sedimentary rocks. So, small pieces of rocks are said to be stones. These are naturally occurred in the ground. Here you can see some of the type of rock: alabaster, basalt, granite, limestone, marble, onyx, quartzite, sandstones. These are the some of the different type of stone. Structure. Structure of the stones may be stratified or unstratified. Stratified means layered form or unstratified means irregular form. Texture. Texture may be fine grained stone with homogeneous distribution look attractive. Hence, they are used for carving. Such stones are usually strong and durable. Density. It has denser and stronger. Lighter weights are weaker. It has specific gravity less than 2.4 are considered to be unsuitable for building. So, the stone with gravity greater than 2.4 are considered for building materials. Appearance. A stone with uniform and attractive color is durable. If the grains are compact, the marbles and granite get very good appearance when polished. Hence, they are used for face work in buildings. Strength should be minimum 3.5 Newton per mm square. Hardness property to be considered when the stone is used for flooring and pavement. It should be at least 17 percentage of wear. It is measured by attrition test. It is important property to be considered in selecting aggregate for roadwork and railway basalt. You can see various railways are uh, using basalts which should be good in hardness and tear and wear property. Porosity and absorption. Stone has porous and hence absorb water. Reaction of water with stone causes disintegration. So, with 24 hours soaked in water, the porosity, or you can say good stone, should have should not have more than 5 value. Weathering, rain and wind causes loss of good appearance to stones. And stone with good weathering resistance should be the face for works. Toughness, it should have good resistance to impact. The stone with toughness index more than 19 are preferred for roadworks, and 13 to 19 are considered for medium tough, and less than 13 are considered as poor stones. Uses of stones. Stone, here you can see the construction uses as aggregate, ornamental stone with clay burnt, or you can say lime for burned hydrated or CO2. For other use, you can see coarse aggregate lime, fine aggregate. So it has various use. Some of them are construction related and some of them are non-construction related. For non-construction related, we can say household product. It is used for making household products, animal feeder, asphalt filter, agriculture use and mining dust, etc. And construction use, cement, manufacturing of cement, concrete, etc. You can say other for steel making, sewerage and water treatment plant. These are used. So these are the some of the use of stone. Now I'll be discussing about soil. Everybody are familiar with the soil. Soil is a material composed of five ingredients: mineral, organic matter, living organism, gas, and water. Soil minerals are divided into three size classes. Here you can see the clay, silt, and sand. Percentage of particles in this size class is called as soil texture. Here you can see the different figures such as clay, loam, sand, and silt. Now here are the some of the type of soil. This soil are divided or you can say classified into four category: igneous, metamorphic, sedimentary, and soil texture. In igneous, granite and volcanic we can say. In metamorphic we can say slate, gneiss, anchicite. In sedimentary we can see limestone, sandstone, flakes, flint you can see. In soil texture you can see loam, silt, sand, gravel, clay, alluvium. So these are the some of the types of soil. The some of the type of soil in different part of India. Here you can see alluvial soil in some part of Rajasthan, black cotton soil some part of Gujarat, red and yellow soil some part of, you can see some part of Goa, Maharashtra, laterite soil in some part of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, or you can see Kerala, arid, arid you can see in some part of Rajasthan, forest and mountain soil you can see some part of Jammu and Kashmir. These are the major soil type in India. Properties of soil: soil texture, soil structure, water holding capacity, acidity, alkalinity, consistency, color. So these are the properties of soil. Uses of soil. We all are familiar with the uses of soil. The some of the uses of soil are growing plants, making earthen utensils. Some of the soils are used for facial and body applied, used for religious purposes, construction and art, naturally filter and purifying water, wastewater treatment plant, organic soil peat are used for fuel, gases exchange between land and air, nutrients are recycled in soil. These are the some of the soil. Now I'll be talking about motor. Motor, we have discussed some part of motor in the previous lecture. Motor is a workable paste which tries to bind building blocks such as stone, bricks, concrete, masonry unit to fill and seal the irregular gap between them, and something to add decorative colors or a pattern to the masonry walls. Mortar is a mixture of cement and sand and water. We all know the basic mortar mixture. Here are the some of the type of mortar. Cement mortar you can say using cement. Gypsum mortar you can see use of gypsum in it. You can see the lime mortar adding of lime in cement. Surki mortar. Surki is a brick powder which is mixed with cement. So it is Surki mortar. Properties of mortar. It should have good adhesion to building units. It should be water resistant. Deformability of water mortar should be low, should be cheap, should be workable in the site condition. Mobility of mortar should be good, possess high durability. To improve the speed of construction, good mortar sets quickly. It should set quickly. Cracks should not be developed in the joints. These are the some of the properties. Use of mortar. Mortar is used to bind the brick or stone masonry or brick masonry. It is used to give a soft, even bed between different layer of bricks, masonry or stone masonry. Fill up the space between brick or stone for making wall tights. Used in concrete as a matrix. Used for plastering work to hide the joints and improve appearance. Used for molding and ornamental purposes. These are the some of the uses of mortar. Now we will be talking about timber. Timber is nothing but a wood that has been processed into a beams and plank. A stage in the process of wood production. Type of wood you can see the it is mainly classified into two categories, hardwoods and softwoods. Here are the some of the figures of hardwoods and softwood. Properties of timber. So physical and mechanical properties are under. It should have good appearance, hardness, specific gravity, moisture content should be minimum, grain, shrinkage and swelling properties should be minimum. It should have good strength, density, toughness, elasticity, wrapping, durable, defectless, should have workable, soundness and free of abrasion. Use of timber. For heavy construction work such as column, trusses and piles, for light construction such as door, window, flooring and roofing, for other permanent work such as railway sleepers, fencing poles, electric poles, gates, etc. Temporary works in construction like scaffolding, sanding, shoring, strutting, packing of materials, for decorative works like showcase and furniture, for body works of buses, lorries, trains, and boats, for industrial use such as plump or you can say pulp using in making papers, cardboards, wallpapers, for making sports goods and musical instruments. These are the all over uses of timber. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening. We'll be meeting in the next lecture. Thank you.